Something is shifting in your life right now. You can feel it, even if you can't explain it. The way certain things are falling apart, the way old habits no longer satisfy you, the way some people have quietly disappeared from your life. That is not random. That is preparation. You are being moved into a new season, and the person God has prepared for you is being moved at the exact same time. If that thought just hit something deep inside you, stay with me for this entire video, because what I'm about to share with you is going to change the way you see your waiting. And before we go deeper, if you found this video, it is not by accident. Subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment below telling me what season you feel you are currently in. Now let's get into this. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Every single thing in your life operates on a timeline that was written before you were born. Your healing has a season. Your breakthrough has a season. Your love story has a season. And the most dangerous thing you can do right now is try to rush or reject the season you are in. Because the season you are in right now is doing something inside of you that the next season will absolutely require. Let me say that again. The season you are in right now is building something in you that the next season is going to need desperately. Think about a tree in winter. From the outside, it looks dead. It looks like nothing is happening. It looks abandoned. But underground, the roots are going deeper. The tree is not dying. The tree is preparing. And that is exactly what God is doing with you right now. You may look at your life and see nothing happening on the surface. No relationship, no ring, no love story unfolding in front of you. But underground, in the unseen places of your soul, something is going deeper. Something is being strengthened. Something is being made ready. And here is what most people miss. Your future spouse is going through the exact same process at the exact same time. Right now, while you are learning to be alone without being lonely, they are learning the same thing. Right now, while you are healing from the person who broke your heart, they are healing too. Right now, while you are figuring out who you are outside of a relationship, they are doing that work as well. You are not waiting alone. You are both being prepared simultaneously in different locations by the same God. That is not a coincidence. That is divine coordination. And divine coordination does not need your help. It does not need you to force connections. It does not need you to settle. It does not need you to shrink yourself to attract someone. It needs you to trust the process and stay in your lane. Now I want to talk about something that most relationship content never addresses, and that is the danger of leaving your season too early. There are people walking around right now in relationships they forced because they could not tolerate the discomfort of their preparation season. They met someone, the timing was off, there were signs it was not right, but the loneliness was louder than the wisdom. And so they chose the comfort of company over the discipline of waiting. And now they are in a relationship that looks good on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. They got what they asked for before they were ready for it. And now what should have been a blessing has become a burden, because they pulled fruit off the tree before it was ripe. God does not give you a relationship to make you feel better. God gives you a relationship to multiply purpose, which means if you are not yet fully prepared, the relationship will not serve its highest function. It will just be two unprepared people trying to build something with broken tools, and you deserve better than that. Your future spouse deserves better than that, so stop running from your season. Stop trying to escape the discomfort of the process. The discomfort is the process. The tears are teaching you empathy. The loneliness is teaching you self-reliance. The rejection is teaching you discernment. The silence is teaching you how to hear God. Every single thing that feels like it is working against you is actually working for you. Now let me shift and talk about what this new season looks like, because I want you to understand that a new season is not just about what you are gaining. A new season is also about what you are leaving behind. There are thought patterns you carried into this season that you are not supposed to take into the next one. Patterns like, I need someone to feel complete. Patterns like, I have to perform to be loved. Patterns like, I am too much or I am not enough. Those patterns were formed in old environments by old experiences with old people. But you are not that old version of yourself anymore. You have been through things. You have survived things. You have grown in ways you have not even fully recognized yet. And the new season requires a new self-perception. Because how you see yourself will determine who you attract. If you still see yourself as broken, you will attract someone who confirms that story. If you still see yourself as someone who always gets abandoned, you will attract someone who confirms that story. But if you begin to see yourself as someone who is whole, someone who is chosen, someone who is deeply loved by God and deeply worthy of human love, you will attract someone who confirms that story instead. This is not law of attraction philosophy. Deep spiritual truth that your inner world creates your outer reality. It is why God is spending so much time working on your inner world right now. He is not renovating your outer life first. He is renovating your heart, your mind, your beliefs, your patterns, your wounds. Because whatever is healed inside you will eventually manifest outside you. The relationship you want is a reflection of the person you are becoming. Not the person you were, not the person you are trying to perform, the person you are actually becoming. So who are you becoming right now? Sit with that question. Who are you becoming in this season? Are you becoming someone who is more patient, more grounded, more secure in your identity, more spiritually connected, more emotionally intelligent? Because that is the person your future spouse is going to meet. Not the version of you from 3 years ago. Not the version of you who was desperate and anxious. The version of you who has been through the fire and come out refined. And now let me talk about your future spouse directly. Because they are a real person. They exist right now. They are not a fantasy. They are not a concept. They are a human being going through their own process, their own season, their own growth. And God is doing something in them that you would not believe if you could see it. He is breaking down their walls. He is healing their childhood wounds. He is delivering them from toxic patterns. He is building their faith. He is expanding their capacity to love. He is preparing them to meet you. The full version of you, the version of you that this season is producing. And here's what you need to understand about that. When God prepared Jacob's the Rachel, it took years. When God prepared Joseph for his purpose, it took betrayal, a pit, and a prison. When God prepared David for the throne, it required years of running from Saul in the wilderness. Preparation is never comfortable. Preparation is always longer than you want it to be. And preparation is always exactly as long as it needs to be. So stop measuring your timeline by other people's timelines. Stop looking at the people around you who are getting married and asking God, why not you? Because you do not know what that person went through to get to their season. You are only seeing the wedding. You are not seeing the work. You are not seeing the nights they cried, the prayers they prayed, the healing they walked through, the seasons of loneliness they survived. You are seeing the harvest. But harvest only comes after planting, watering, weeding, and waiting. Your harvest is coming. But only after you complete the work of your current season. Now I want to address something that people rarely talk about. The spiritual connection between you and your future spouse right now. Even though you have not met yet, or maybe you have met and the timing is not right yet, there is a spiritual thread connecting your journeys. What happens in your spirit right now matters to that connection. Every time you choose healing over bitterness, you are strengthening that thread. Every time you choose faith over fear, you are strengthening that thread. Every time you choose prayer over anxiety, you are strengthening that thread. Every time you set a boundary, forgive someone who hurt you, or choose to love yourself better, you are doing work that directly impacts the relationship you will one day have. Because the relationship will be built by who you both are when you arrive. And who you are when you arrive is being shaped by every decision you make today. This is why your preparation season is sacred. This is why you cannot afford to waste it. Every day you spend growing is a day you are investing in a relationship that has not even started yet. That is not waiting. That is building. Let that shift how you see the time in front of you. You are not sitting around waiting for your life to begin. You are actively building the foundation of a future that God has already seen. He has already seen the two of you together. He has already seen what you will build. He has already seen the impact your union will have on your family, your community, your generation. He is just making sure the two of you are ready to carry it. And now I want to talk about the signs that your new season is near. Not because I want you to become obsessed with signs, but because I want you to recognize what God is already doing so you can cooperate with it. The first sign is that old things no longer satisfy you. When you find yourself unable to enjoy things that used to bring you comfort, it is because your capacity has grown. You are too big for your old pleasures now. That restlessness is not a problem. That restlessness is a sign. It means you are ready for more. The second sign is that God is closing doors you used to try to keep open. People you used to chase are no longer responding. Situations you used to force are no longer working. This is not rejection. This is redirection. God is clearing the path. He is removing everything that would distract you from what is coming. The third sign is that your desires are changing. Things you used to want in a partner no longer feel important. You care less about superficial things and more about depth, character, peace, and purpose. That is not you becoming less romantic. That is you becoming more mature. And maturity attracts maturity. The fourth sign is that you are becoming more comfortable with yourself. The desperate need for someone to make you feel whole is fading. You are learning to enjoy your own company. You are learning to hear your own voice. You are learning to fill your own cup before offering it to someone else. That is not independence that closes you off to love. That is wholeness that makes you ready for it. The fifth sign is that your prayer life is deepening. When you find yourself having more honest, raw, real conversations with God in this season, it is because He is pulling you closer. He wants to be your foundation before He sends you someone to build with. Because a relationship built on two people who are each rooted in God is unshakable. But a relationship built on two people who are rooted in each other will eventually collapse under the pressure of life. God wants to be your everything first, not because He is withholding love from you, but because He is ensuring that when love comes, it does not become an idol that replaces Him. Now I want to end with this, and I want you to hear it deeply. You are not behind. Say that to yourself. You are not behind. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are not a mistake or an afterthought or someone God forgot to include in the plan. You are in the exact season you are supposed to be in. And the fact that you are watching this video right now, the fact that this message found you, is not random. God is speaking to you through this moment. He is saying, I see you. I have not forgotten you. I am working on your behalf right now, in ways you cannot yet see. And the person I have prepared for you is being prepared at the same time. They are going through their fire right now. They are learning their lessons right now. They are being shaped and refined and made ready right now. And one day, when the season is right, when both of you have completed the preparation that I have designed specifically for you, I will bring your paths together. It will not feel forced. It will not feel desperate. It will not feel like you had to convince someone to love you. It will feel like coming home. It will feel like peace that you finally understand. It will feel like, oh, this is what I was waiting for. This is why none of those other things worked out. This is what all of those seasons were building toward. That moment is real. That moment is coming. But it requires you to honor the season you are in right now. It requires you to stop running from the discomfort of growth. It requires you to stop settling for things that feel safe but lead nowhere. You to stay faithful to the process even when you cannot see the progress. Because God is faithful. Not sometimes. Not when you deserve it. Always. And His faithfulness includes your love story. So stay in your season. Do the work. Trust the timeline. And know with absolute certainty that something powerful is moving in your direction. You are not waiting. You are being prepared.